Such a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
What was it that captured you when reading the script?
I mean, I think the idea of, you know, there's parts that I've played in the past that had a lot of similarities and elements that I would either find in them or try to bring to them that were similar to me or my own life. With this was really interesting because, like I've said, like I wouldn't be a copywriter in the 60s. I'll never live in the 60s. I'll never be a detective in Australia. If Gilead happened, which is the world that Handmaid's Tale takes place in, the new regime in America, I would be a handmaid. And that, I think when that occurred to me, I felt deeply sort of connected to it in a way that I haven't felt with other roles. And I felt a certain responsibility in playing her.
Now, just looking at the trailer, it's so intense. Women's rights are being taken away.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel like this could happen in the near future?
It's so funny because everyone's saying the trailer is so intense, and I guess I might be a little bit just so used to that world that I'm like, it's really not that bad, you guys. I'm like, it's pretty soft actually compared to the show. So I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I think that the thing that is so interesting about the story and about the book and now the show is it was relevant 30 years ago. It's been relevant every year since then. It is only more relevant now in the States, and you know, globally as well. But the issues that are talked about in the show are some things that have been present and growing and present for a long time. I think that one of the great things that I enjoy about being an artist and what I do. I love entertaining. I like making people laugh and I like making people cry, and it's fun for me. But it is kind of nice in a climate that we live in now to be able to go to work and know that you're shedding maybe light. And you're not telling anybody what to do or what to think, but you're shedding light on a situation. And I think that that for me is a kind of an added bonus to doing this show.
And I just have to ask, something that I love that you said at the end of the trailer is I intend to survive. Can you just elaborate a little bit what that means for you as your character in the show?
That is her main objective. I mean, that is her full intention. It's in one sentence, I intend to survive. What I think is so inspiring and not dark about this show is how it really points to the perseverance of humanity and how in the darkest times is actually when people find the strength that they really need. And, you know, I think that, and how you're never alone, really, and how you can always find support somewhere. There are other people like you everywhere, you know, and I think that those themes are important to me. Obviously, they're important to a lot of people. But she is a fighter and she's a survivor, but she's a fighter the way you and I would be. Intellectually, you know, Margaret Atwood says a word after a word after a word is power. And she doesn't know how to use a weapon. She doesn't know how to, she's not a politician. She's not a fighter in that sense. She's a fighter like you and I would be.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.